boys the Rizz.
Smacking y'all with the Yah-Mean of the day. 2024 is upon us. We must get back to our cubicles. We have work to do. 2024, let that simmer, is upon us. We must get back to our cubicles because we have work to do. How are you bettering yourself as an individual for 2024? Fellas, ladies, how are we bettering ourselves? What are we going to do when we go back to the cubicle and analyze the papers that we see we have work cut out for us? What are we going to do? Which one we working on first? We all imperfect. We walk in the shadows of imperfect. What are we going to do? Are we going to be better listeners this year? Ladies, are you going to be better listeners this year to your man? Are you going to be better listeners? Is your man going to be able to get 3 words out before you cut him off? We're not doing that this year. You got to know when to shut the fuck up when you got a good man at home or whoever you're dealing with, to understand them, to come to an agreement about getting to the next level. That one conversation can make your relationship a lot more smoother than it already is. See, a lot of men don't feel like they can turn to some women today because they don't listen. 2 words and they're interrupting them already. I watched multiple podcasts this year with men and women on panels having discussion, which is a beautiful thing. I love to have discussion with women. It's the greatest thing. We get to see their side, they get to see our side. It's a difference between the mind, it's a difference between the heart. That's why they created a man and a woman. But you're supposed to have a smooth dialect where you can come to an agreement. It may get chippy. It may be some things that said that's not liked. But you have to create a common ground. And that's not what's happening. Brothers is on these podcasts, they say 4 words, and here there's a woman come. But y'all need to shut the fuck up and allow that man to speak. Listen to his point of view. Listen to where he's coming from. Listen to how he's feeling. See, y'all fake, oh, we want to hear it all. We here for you, king, and all that. Yeah, part of it is shutting up. Are we going to work on that this year, ladies? If it don't apply, let it fly. Not speaking to everybody, you should know that. But whatever way you take it, you take it. You know I don't give a fuck. This is my motherfucking show. But are you going to take that into consideration this year so you could be a better individual, so you could be a better partner to that man? One conversation, strong one, deep, getting things out, the tough conversations. You may shed some tears. You may feel a little, uneasy. But I can guarantee it can help in the long run. Are y'all going to take that into consideration, some women out there? Fellas, are you going to be more supportive of your wives, your girlfriends? You see they had hectic days. You see what they have going on. They're getting the children together. They work a 9 to 5. They juggling the side business. They're coming home. They're making sure you eat. They're making sure you good. Making sure that they're in your world. Are you going to be more supportive and get the fuck off the game? And take one day where you're not focused all on the business, chasing the bread, and just say, you know what, I'm going to stop today because I feel like my wife needs my assistance. My girlfriend needs my assistance. Are we going to be more supportive of what they have going on? And not for our natural ego, fellas. Yeah, it may be a place where they may make a little bit more money. Are you going to be more supportive of that? And stop looking at it as if, oh, well, I can't have that. Like I'm the man. Fuck all that. When you're a man, you're a man. You don't worry about none of that because if she's a real woman, she understands. She understands that you're a real man. And you're not asking her for nothing regardless. You're just pushing her to be great. so she can obtain her dreams and aspirations. And her dreams and aspirations may cost more than yours. So what are we doing, fellas? Are we going to be better men and be more supportive and understand when your woman needs help? See, there's a lot of brothers sitting around at home, they watching their wives bust their ass or whatever, and still have the stone era age. That's what's supposed to be done. Yeah, it might be what it's supposed to be done, but you can assist. You can assist. When you seeing her gather up the laundry or whatever, and the kids is running buck wild, you stop and get off that game, or stop watching the game and attend to the children and tell them to chill the fuck out when they tearing up the house. That's how we can be better as men. Assisting and being cheermates for our women. Being teammates to them. And assistance. Just like when I say to the ladies, a lot of times we don't need your opinion, ladies. We need your support. Be behind me. Put your arms around me. Say, babe, this is not a time for a conversation right now. I understand that. Do what you're going to do. I'm here when you need me. That's all we need sometimes. And a woman, all she needs sometimes is just to see the effort from a man. You're not all in tune into the game. You're not all in tune hollering at your homies while your woman's doing 16 different things around the house. Cooking, laundry, making sure that the kids is good, filling out information for the schools and all that other stuff. While she's on the phone with the counselor or whoever the case may be. Being superwoman. When are we going to identify, fellas, that it's time to get the fuck up off this game and help that woman? It's no secret of why sometimes they may be burnt out and they're not ready to fuck. They got 60 different things going on and we just sitting up there, and now it's like King Tut. Paying bills is one thing, but assistance is another. That's not the only thing that you need to be doing. You got other things that you need to do. Why do you think God gave us a brain with an unlimited range as far as learning and the things that we could do? There's no limits to this shit. We can do a lot. We can multitask. That's it. What are we going to be doing in 2024 to get better? People, are we cracking open the books to give us the information to get to the next level where we're trying to go? Have you filled out the paperwork and all the things that needed to be done to get into the start your masters? Fellas, ladies, you want to get into the ministry game. Have you started and cracked open a book to get your studying more accurately about the Lord? That get into that and head in that direction. All the things that you're ironing out. What do you want to do? Because 2024 is upon us. We have a cubicle full of papers that's ready for us. We have work to do. Is our attitudes becoming better? Are we taking the time to understand people more instead of judging them first? I had a conversation with my daughter 2 weeks ago, letting it all out. I'm not going to get into details, but we were letting it all out. And she said a few things to me, and she said, Dad, yeah, you're great, but this, I don't feel like you have been on top of this as of lately. That's how I feel. And you know what? I took a sit back. I sat back. I absorbed what she said. I comprehend what she said. And I owned up to it and acknowledged it. I didn't utilize my dad card. I didn't utilize my adult card, being a grown-up and totally dismissing my child because she's 16 and I'm 40. I didn't do that. I took it into consideration and I owned up to it. And I told her, baby, you're right. Daddy will adjust. I'm sorry you felt that way. I recognize it. But I got to tell her all the time, I'm imperfect. I'm not perfect. And when things is you don't feel like that you're getting the attention or what you need from me, the assistance, I want you to speak up about it. It's not disrespectful. It doesn't offend me. I need to know because I always want to get better as a dad. And part of getting better is taking constructive criticism. What are we going to be doing in 2024? What are we going to be doing? I want to give a big shout out to one of my sisters. I said to her about my bro, who she's currently in a relationship with, and I said, sis, listen, let me know when that nigga get out of line, because I'm on his ass. Like, you a hell of a woman, you a rider. I've seen the work that you put in with that man. So if he ever cut up and get out of control, I'm on his ass. You know what I'm saying? As a brother, I'm checking his ass from the door. She said, bro, I appreciate you. I hear you. But I also got to make sure I'm on the top of my game so I won't lose this good man too, as well. See, that's a woman that's recognizing that everything is not about her. That's a woman that's recognizing not to take a partner for granted and understand that everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a part to play. And when she said that, it was just like, wow, that's what I'm talking about. That's the understanding, the comprehension that it takes two in these relationships. We want people to be good to us, but what are you doing to be good to these people on the side? It takes two. It takes two. So 2024, start analyzing some of the things that you need to be done, that you need to get done, rather. What are some of the things? We're all imperfect. We all have work to do at the cubicle. We all have work at the cubicle. What are we going to be doing? The real estate book. Have you purchased it? Have you cracked it open? Did you talk to anybody about, how you can obtain that house that's over there? Have you worked on your credit? Have you looked at some of your credit and like, man, I got some shit to clean up? You've been talking about it. Shit, I know I do. I look, shit, bro, you've been getting a little crazy. You got to clean that up, bro. I know what I have to do. And these are the things that make us great individuals, because we still have pending things that we have to work on. That's the beauty of life. That's the challenge. That's the pushing to be great. That's the striving for greatness. Still being imperfect, but the striving for greatness. Because we have to realize 2024 is here. I know everybody could sit back and say, yo, damn, I remember when 2014 was here. That shit felt like yesterday. You remember things like yesterday from 2014. 10 years ago. You see how the time is traveling? This shit ain't waiting for us. This shit is not waiting for us. Shit, I'm 40. In 10 years, I'll be 50. You know how much time that is? I'm getting closer to the end. Shit, my whole body is going to be changing. I'll be getting up with aches and pains. My penis is not going to be able to get up on the regular like it is now. I got to get that shit in today. I can't be waiting for that. I'm going to have to reach out for assistance. In 5 to 10 more years. I got to go in straight beast mode now. Why? I got that shit going. The blood is flowing down there natural. You feel what I'm saying? Things are going to be changing later. So you have to start building up the things that you can put in place for now. Because as the road continues, it's going to get tougher. And I'm talking about from a physical standpoint. And that just comes with time. It's not to say they ain't going to be looking good or wearing flowers and shit. But things are going to change. You're going to be having aches and pains. We need pills for assistance in the bedroom. We can't stay up past 7:30. Napping in the middle of the afternoon on the weekends. This shit is going to change. The time is moving. It's not waiting for us. We getting close to the end. We all getting closer to the end. We sit back, everybody, oh yeah, we got this time, bro, blah, blah, blah. Time ain't waiting for nobody, because guess what? Death today, see, when I was a young boy, death used to seem like it only happened to older people. Sicknesses only happen to older people, it seemed like, when I was a young boy. The only people that died young was the people who was getting killed, murdered. But today it's not like that. We're getting more sicker at an earlier age. Things are happening. There's all types of things going on. The world is wicked. So 2024, you have to go back to your cubicle because you have work to do. I want to see people shine. I want to see people get better. The worst thing you can do in life is play around with your potential. The worst thing you can do in life is play around with your potential. That's the worst thing you can do in life. We all have a greatness in us. We all are here for some reason. We all have a purpose within. What are we going to do with it? Stop looking at other people's lives. Stop worried about all the gossip shit, talking back and forth about a bunch of bullshit, shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. Like I said on previous Yah-Means, it's crazy how people can worry about everybody, what everybody else is doing up the sun, but haven't worked on shit that they got going on yet that they've been talking about. Stop the gossip. Get in tune to what people got going on. Get in tune what people got going on and with the information that some people are trying to get across to you and may help you with your situation or what you're looking for. Ladies, stop the gossiping. Stop all that other shit about this girl throwing shade and all the cattiness and da with the fucking hand movements and all that shit. And start getting in tune to a good partner that's right there in front of your face, a good man, and stop taking him for granted. Because good men is hard to find. It ain't too niggas that move like real men who stand on business. Real men who's in a woman's world. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Uplifts them, giving them something that money can't buy. That feel of, yo, this person right here got me. It ain't too many men moving like that. There's plenty of men that'll fuck you. But it's not that many men that will invest in your heart and invest in your mind. So when you got that at home, let's cut out the butts in 2024. Let's leave that shit out of the door. Outside the door. Let's leave that shit outside the door. But no, there's no buts. You got a man that comes home every night. You got a man that's in tune to you. And no, he's not perfect. But he covers the basics that a woman can appreciate and supposed to appreciate. Let's cut all that shit out. We don't care about all your opinions all the time, ladies. We trust that you're smart, strong queens, but your opinion is not always needed. It's not. So you have to understand that. It's not always needed. And stop relying on because of who you are and it's just in you and you're educated and you got these amount of degrees and, you know what I mean? That man don't give a fuck about none of that. If you want to be the spokeswoman all the time for something and utilize your education and stand on your multiple degrees and say this is who you are, go build a television network, Oprah Winfrey. But we're talking about supporting a man at the right time and knowing when to cease your lips. Because it's not all about what you're talking about. Sometimes a man just needs you to put your arms around him or put your hands on his back and say, babe, whatever decision you make, I'm here and I got you. This is what we need. Ladies, fellas. The ladies need support from men. Stop being all up the business ass and take time to analyze what's going on in that household. Because a woman can tell you in multiple ways what she needs without saying a word. But if you're in tune enough, you shall figure it out. 2024 is work at the cubicle. We have work to do. And that's the Yah-Mean. Yah-Mean.